Hey guys, welcome back to the Kingdom Bible Reviews. I've got a brand new Bible to go over tonight, and it is the New King James Compact Center Column Reference Bible from Thomas Nelson. This is in the gray leather soft cover, and it has the thumb index as well. I will show you the front of the case here. This is a little slip case that it comes in as the gray leather soft. It says exclusive NKJV comfort print, over 40,000 cross-references, concordance, but there's a lot more features in these little compact Bibles. This is the back of the slipcase, over 43,000 cross-references, concordance, full color maps, flexible and strong Smyth-Sewn binding, satin ribbon markers. You get 2 satin ribbon markers. Words of Christ are in red, and then the clear and readable 8-point New King James comfort print from 2K Denmark. And again, this is from Thomas Nelson. And here is the ISBN if you want to take a look. $74.99 is definitely not what I paid for this, which is great. These Bibles, and before I dive into this, just to give you a little reference, these Bibles are fantastic. I did a review of this one, the King James Compact Center Column Reference Bible, a few months ago, but this was in the black genuine leather. This is one of my favorite compact Bibles. This is such a Goldilocks size Bible. It's not too small, it's not too big, it's perfect for an everyday carry, but it's still compact enough that you can throw it in your purse, your backpack, your wallet. You can't throw it in your wallet. your briefcase. It's very, very portable yet full featured, and we'll get into everything I love about this Bible in the New King James version of it. So here we go, and I'm just gonna clean my presentation table here to make sure that you guys get a good view of this. So here, like I said, the gray leather soft, and I will open this up here as the slipcase goes off, and you can see that the gray leather soft, it's a very grippy texture. That's how I would describe this. It's not the black leather soft or the brown leather soft that you know from like the Sovereign that Thomas Nelson does. This is different. This is very unique. It's grippy. That's how I would describe it. But it's got the perimeter stitching on it. The spine is these kind of rectangle tooled in, but it's like a different texture than the grippy part. So the grippy part's around. You got the little gold Holy Bible, Thomas Nelson King James Version, and then of course the gold stamped ISBN in the back. Like I said, 2 ribbon markers. You got your gold gilding. This is the thumb index, which is fantastic. I'll show you guys that in a second. Your 2 ribbon markers. You got a black head and tail band. The one thing, because this is a very affordable Bible, you'll notice there's some sparkles here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if I shine it in the light, you'll see some sparkles on the cover. You'll definitely notice it here on the spine. And this is from the gilding. If you use this at all and you start putting your thumb along it, you will start seeing gilding on your finger. So that's just kind of, I guess, one of the fallouts, let's say, of not getting a premium Bible. These mass-produced Bibles, while it is a really nice gold gilding, for whatever reason, it does seem to come off on your finger. But it did not happen in this version, the King James black genuine leather, which is interesting. The gilding doesn't come off on this, it comes off on this. That being said, this is such a great Bible. I'm willing to deal with this because I love this size. This is such a fantastic size for kind of this Goldilocks, right, the sweet spot of not being too small, not being too big, perfect everyday carry, but also it's got tons of features in it like I went over. But here we go. Anyways, paste down liner. You've got your presentation page. As soon as you open it up, it's on some cardstock, and then you get your title page, and then your publisher's title page right in there. I love this paper too. It's not too thick, not too thin. A very nice paper. I haven't written in it yet, but I'm pretty sure this could take a 0.1 micron with ease. And it's actually got some decent space in the margins here. Not necessarily in the inside, but the outside and the bottom and top it's not bad. I mean, for this size Bible, the fact you get this half an inch of space here is pretty good. Anyways, get into that in a second. Here is all of the particulars printed in India. The copyright 2023 NKJV Compact Center Column Reference Bible. And then if you're interested in that, that's the information there. Your contents page. You get Bible book abbreviations as well as a preface to the New King James Version. This is the short version of it, not the detailed preface to the New King James, but it is in there. And then a really helpful how to use this reference Bible kind of tutorial here that goes over all of the features. Like I said, this is fully featured. They don't cheap out with what they pack in this Bible. And the fact that you have this detailed instruction kind of article of sorts to show you how to use this is great, because it's great. It's center column, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. I've read a lot of reviews on this Bible. This is actually, people really rave about the text block and everything about it inside, which I see why, because of the way it's center column, and it's just, anyways, fantastic features in this Bible. You got the abbreviations there as well, and then the Old Testament title page. And here you go, double column, boom, center column reference, and this is an 8-point font. Very, very readable. This is, I know it's an 8-point, and you know, if you need a larger print, this is probably not the Bible for you, but I don't have great eyes. This is fantastic for reading. This is a great size font for reading, and the New King James Comfort print is just amazing. So it's verse by verse, as you can see. You got your center column, and then you have the book introduction here that's got the title of the book, kind of a chapter heading here, and then you have your not necessarily cross references, but other references to Genesis 1:1. You know, you got John 1:1-5. You got the book of Job. You got Genesis 2:4. So really, again, full-featured reference suite. It's jam-packed. You've got your center columns, your translator notes and everything in the center, and then you even got these little helpful paragraph headings and title headings. It's a great layout. So I'll just show here. Another thing to note here is that it is thumb indexed, and if you open it up right around here, you'll notice that you got your thumb indexes to the right and thumb indexes to the left. So it takes a second to kind of get used to that, but once you get reading, it works out really well. I don't use a lot of thumb index Bibles. Stuff like this is the exception. My TBS compact reference has these thumb indexes, which I do find helpful for these smaller Bibles to find your place quickly. Anyways, we will get into the poetic settings here to show you guys. So you got Job in the poetic setting, and then you have Psalms in the poetic setting as well. Very readable. Really, really clean. Really nice job on the font. And again, this is the Goldilocks size for compact Bibles, I believe. Book of Proverbs goes all the way through. You have some poetic settings in Isaiah as well as Jeremiah. And then we get into the New Testament. That's really helpful, right? That thumb index was really helpful. I just knew where Matthew was, so I could get there really quick. Pages are easy to turn to. I know that seemed like I had a little bit of issues there, but overall, it's really easy to turn. I like this paper. Not a huge, thick paper, but it's really, really nice. It's definitely a white paper with the bold font in it, which I appreciate. Anyways, you get into the New Testament, and like I mentioned, it is a red letter. So, couple of things about this red letter. One thing when I've watched a lot of videos online about the red letter, some people that don't like it will say, "Oh, you know, it's because it's not the same throughout. So in one verse it'll be light, and the other verse it'll be dark." I've never really experienced that in a Bible until this one. There are some spots where it's super dark, and then you go to other spots where it, like here, is like really dark, and then you'll go to some other spots that are like lighter. So I understand now when people are like, "Oh, it's you know, the red letter kind of gets weird with the color." I personally don't have an issue with it, but if you are finicky about the red letter print, like the color being bold and then light, this Bible, specifically the gray leather soft, might not be up your alley. But for those of us that just, don't really have an issue with it, it's fine. But yeah, so the red letter goes all the way to Revelation. And you'll see here, all the way through to Revelation. Again, the center column, just awesome. Tons, it's over 43,000 cross-references. So if you're looking for a cross-reference filled Bible, this is definitely one to consider. And so we get to the end of Revelation, and then you have a read your Bible in a year plan. What I really like about this is that it's got the little check mark. So when you're going through it, if you're that kind of person that likes lists, like this guy here behind the camera, this keeps you on track. You can just check it off, especially, I'm doing this video a couple of weeks before 2026. If you're looking for a Bible to do a read your Bible in a year plan, these things have actually got little check marks. This Bible has little check marks you can use, which I find useful. Might not be for everyone, but it is cool. It is an option there for you. And then you get into prayers of the Bible, a little feature here with some prayers that are found in the Bible, and then a New King James Concordance, which is not a huge concordance, but again, this is a small, compact Bible, and I'm trying to find the end of it here, and I'll show you these pages here. So yeah, you get a few pages of concordance there, which is, it's not huge, but it's definitely, for what you're getting in this Bible, it's pretty nice. And then, which is a bonus, is you get these note pages, and there's 7 blank sheets of note paper that have the notes written on top, which is great if you are into taking notes. And then you get your standard, you get the note regarding the type at the back, and then your standard Zondervan Thomas Nelson maps. It's not on glossy paper. There is a little bit of a shine, but it's on a cardstock, kind of matte finish. It's got a little shine to it, but it's not that really glossy stuff that you see in some Thomas Nelsons. Yeah, so you get the Bible maps and then the paste down liner at the back, and that is it. So yeah, again, you can see that this is the leather soft version, not the genuine leather or in a Premier collection. The gilding kind of comes off here on this, on the grippy. That's what I'm calling this, the grippy cover. But it's really nice. It feels great in the hand. You definitely won't slip when you're reading it, because it's pretty grippy, lack of a better term. Anyways, let's go over some of the measurements here. Again, it's a great Bible. Just before I do that, it fits in your hand perfectly. Here is my hand, so it is a compact Bible. Just a great feel, great print, great text block. Just a huge fan of this. So much so that I am going to buy the genuine leather version of this, because I want this to be my read-through 2026 Bible, because I've made the commitment to read through the New King James this year. Anywho, enough of that. Let's do the measurements. So you've got 5 1/4, basically about 5 1/4 by 7 3/4, and then this is a thin guy, just over 1 1/4 inch. So yeah, like I said, great size, portable, but not too small. So it's a compact, but it's not one of those tiny little compact Bibles I've been reviewing lately. It is probably the comparable size, to a PSQ or PSC from Schuyler. That was kind of what I would compare this to size-wise. But a great little Bible, and they're so affordable. This thing, again, I paid, I think, $25 to $30 Canadian for this. So that's, in the States, you could probably get it for cheaper. But for what you're paying, this is fantastic. If you want to go up a step with I love this leather that's in this King James version. It's a really nice genuine leather cover. You can do it, and these are really affordable too, the genuine leather versions. But this is a great cover, great Bible. Definitely one to consider if you're looking for a small, compact,